good. So I'm not going to do anything just yet. I'm just going to bring it down really slowly. Can you feel anything now? Yes. Is there pressure? There is. Okay. That's fine. It says if you can feel pressure. I can't remember the rest of it. What we'll do is we'll go for it. We're going to cut the carrot. That's the idea, but not your arm. That's the idea. Now, Ella, would you like me to tell you when I'm going to do it, or just go for it like that? You know, like a blood test. They don't tell you when it's going to happen. They just go. Shall I tell you, or do a countdown, or shall I just go for it? Do a countdown, okay. So we'll be prepared for it. It's a little less stressful that way. Super. So we'll do a countdown from 10. So a fairly brisk one. Otherwise, it might be a bit too much. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ella, thank you so much for coming up. Thank you. I'll carry on with the evening. The show will not go on if I cut my arm. Right. The next thing I want to do this evening is some ESP. Now, ESP stands for extra sensory perception. And now, basically, all that is mind reading. It's the transfer of thoughts from one person to another, supposedly psychically. Now, I'm going to need someone. Does anyone here believe in psychic ability? Okay, that's good. Good, fantastic. I'm glad you. You, sir, with the Suzuki hat. Would you mind joining me? Okay, well, it's not a trick, it's psychic. We'll find out. So would you mind, you can bring that chair around, if you wouldn't mind taking a seat just there. Fantastic. So, welcome to the stage, thank you very much for coming up. Mind the carrots. Right, ESP cards consist of 5 cards. 5 cards. Different symbols, plain backs, and the idea is for somebody to sit on one side of the table, look at it, and transfer that card, that thought, over to the other person without physically sharing what it is. So the cards consist of a star, a cross, the wavy lines, the circle, and the square. Different symbols. Fairly simple symbols. Right, what is your name, sir? Scott, thank you very much for coming up. I'm going to give you these cards now. Would you mind just giving them a mix-up so that they're not in any order? That it's fair, it's square, and you've basically set them up. We're going to try this now. It involves a lot of concentration in the whole mind transmission. Right, are you happy with that? Fantastic. Would you mind, Scott, taking one card out and placing it face down on the table so that we can't see it? So one card is being placed onto the table so that no one can see it and only Scott knows what it is. So the rest of the cards you can either put in your pocket, put them on the floor, basically just get rid of them so that I can't see what one is now missing. Now, what? Oh yes, fantastic. We're going to use them later, so we want them fairly presentable. So this is your card. Did you pick this out because you liked it, or was it just a random choice? I imagine random. Yeah? random, of course, so it wasn't one you chose because you had to look back at it and remind yourself what it was, which makes it somewhat more difficult because usually I do the psychic thing of saying, is it, oh, it's completely random. Just think of this symbol, think of it bold, think of it big, picture the image of it in your mind. Geometric. Wavy. Wavy. Do you like travelling? Do you like adventure? Okay. So you do like adventure, so it won't be that one. I think it's one without herbs. Is it the cross? Yes. It is. May I have a look at it? It is. Fantastic. Well, what we'll do now is we'll do it the other way. Are you happy with that? So what I'll do is I'll send you a thought and we'll see if you can read it. May I take the card? I'm going to do exactly the same as what you did. I'm going to take the cross out because we've already used it. So we're going to have the 4 remaining cards. Yes. And the next thing I'm going to do, this is important, this bit, is a little envelope. Now I'm showing you this now, I've done this the other way around, it doesn't work so well. This is a prediction that is left on the table. In fact, I'll put it on the floor there. Now I'm going to mix these up, do exactly the same as what you did. Fantastic. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, Scott. Please place your hand in front of one of the cards. Please place your other hand in front of another card. Please lift your hand. You can leave those there. I'm going to slide those towards myself. Please place your hand on one more card. No, you've removed those. That one. So you put your hand on that one, that one, that one. We've got rid of them, which leaves one card. But before you do anything, I'm going to show you what's in this envelope, because that's important. One card, which is the star. There's nothing else in that envelope, is there? And that was also the star. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, Scott. Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you're sceptical. Thank you very much indeed, Scott. Do you believe in psychic ability? No. Thank you very much for coming up. Thanks for coming up. That's fantastic. Now, what now? What I want to do now is do a card trick for you. A simple, a classic, a famous card trick that magicians love to do with a deck of cards. So I have here, up, facing up, and who had this bag before I had it? Okay. Fantastic. So there's some of the cards up and some of them down. I think they're all the right way up now. Yes. So a deck of cards, a card trick. Does anyone here believe they can hold a very straight poker or just straight face? You, madam? You are helping me. Thank you very much indeed. What's your name, please? Mia, thank you very much for coming up. So I see that you volunteered very willingly there. Now Mia, we're just going to do a simple pick a card trick. Now obviously a deck of cards is quite small. So you're going to be the audience's eyes and ears for this. Are you happy that they're all different? I've just put them on the table so you can have a look. Thoroughly, they're all different, mixed standard deck of cards, and the backs are all the same. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. So, what we're going to do is a mind reading card trick. I'm just going to mix the cards very quickly like so. And I pick a card trick. Would you mind, Mia, just placing your finger on the back of one card? That one right there. That one. Would you mind taking that card off the bottom of the deck for me? Have a look at that. Remember that card, keep it close. A few people may have seen that, but that's absolutely fine. What I need you to do, Mia, is just think of that. Six. Let's try it, right. Hold it close. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack, Queen, King. Is this card a red card? Yes. I can't do that then. I can't do that. Whatever you do, don't tell me what the card is. I'm going to try and do this like magically rather than cheating. So what is it then? Okay. We'll try this. 7, 6, 7, and 6 round that. Would you mind placing the card out like so? Facing you, obviously, so I can't see it. Just like so, eye level. So that you can see it, I can't. Now this will just help. I can't see a reflection, there's so much going on here. Would you mind having a look at that card? Transfer that across now. Still slightly hazy. Would you mind closing your eyes? Okay. So, usually the audience is on my side. Right. It is coming to me now though. I've got to test people. Is it, for the first time, ladies and gentlemen? It is. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. So what that was. So, what I want to do now is tell you about the history of the wand. I want to tell you about the history of the wand. I mean, the beginning of that was good, the end of it was good, just forget about the middle bit. What I'm going to do is tell you about the history of the wand. Why is it interesting? Because over the years they've got smaller. And they're gradually getting smaller. A bit like mobile phones, really. Now the original mobile phones are big old things with an aerial, huge. Now they're getting smaller, smaller, smaller. Ironically, they are now getting a bit bigger again. But generally, the idea is more compactness. So, a modern day one, easy, light to carry around with you, compact, nice, easy, lovely, lightweight, abracadabra. But if we go back now, if we go back 20 years into the past, wands were slightly different. In that, they were slightly bigger. As you can see, slightly bigger. So now, if we go 20 years into the future, scientific labs are currently working on wand development. So So big, so as you can imagine, newer, smaller, fantastic, lighter, more compact. This is what they'll be like in 20 years' time. Which is great, because that means I can carry it around even more easy in your pocket. Might be able to lose it a little bit more. Like so. It's a little bit smaller. This is the exciting thing though. You won't need this though. This is the exciting thing. I have a wand. We'll do that. That's a good idea. But first we'll go forward. We'll go forward 100 years. Now here is a wand that is going to be coming. We will in a moment. So here is, this is the only one in the world at the moment, a wand for 100 years time that magicians will be using all over the world. Here we go. So that's what they're going to be like, this prototype, this concept comparison. So we had a few requests just now for myself to go back 100 years. Because what do you expect a wand to be 100 years like then? Really big. Well, here I have a wand from 100 years ago. And as you predicted, slightly bigger. It's in a bag. It's from the museum. Got to give it back at the end of the weekend. Here it is for the first time. So it's slightly bigger. So that's from 100 years ago. Comparison. That is the magic. Now, I'm being told we're coming to an end today. It won't fit in this room. So, what I'd like just to say, thank you very much for coming this evening. I'm here at the same time tomorrow and Sunday as well with a different show, like I had. I may be in shorts and flip-flops and slightly cooler attire for those shows, but a different show. You're more than welcome to come, same time. This wasn't very good, was it? Six apart. Shall I do it again? Shall I do it again? We've only got 2 minutes. I've run out of time, unfortunately. So I can't do that.
So give it up for Eddie Farmer and he'll do that one again tomorrow.
Thank you very much indeed.
Eddie Farmer, everybody.